player receives advice about the refining of his game.
Coming to the plate now, Thomas Gray, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. First pitch of the at-bat. And that one swung on and missed. 0-1.
0-1.
Towards center field. That's in there. Base hit. The relay. Thought about going for second, but instead now they've got him in a pickle. The tag, and he is out at second. Next to the plate for the Tigers, the DH, Thomas Gray. First delivery to him on the way. A double play ball to second. 4, 6, 3, but it's not in time, and they'll just get the one. So digging in now, Bradley Zimmer, and their runners at the corners now. Two runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. And a step off. And they will tag him out between first and second. Striding into the box, Thomas Gray.
Designated hitter, Thomas Gray.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. The knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it.
He put himself in a good position, jumping ahead 0-2 with the bases loaded. Now we'll see if he can finish it off.
Lifted the other way down the left field line, and this will wind up a foul ball. Another 0-2 home. Count remains at 0-2. Another 0-2 coming. Lifted down the line in left, and he will get there to make the running play. And digging in to try it again, Thomas Gray. And if you didn't know, he was recently awarded the American League Player of the Month award. 0-1 the count. Yanked hard, but foul to the right. 3 runs, 8 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. Hot shot on the ground is short. Diaz scoops it up, and very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning. Well, we watched a really solid starting pitching performance, kept the opposition at bay, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, it was a real good performance, as you'll see by his final line. 7 2/3 good innings, and in today's game, that's very solid.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Tigers. 4 runs on 10 hits. No errors. They left 14 men on base.
Step Thomas Gray. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Gray.
First delivery to him on the way. Smoked on the ground left side. And that'll get on past Tulowitzki. It's a base hit. So a 2-out knock, and we'll go a little deeper into the top of the second. And try as he might, but he... Leading off the inning, Thomas Gray, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by...
Meanwhile here, this is going to be trouble out there in left center, as it ought to be good for extra bases. He hit the corner and tries for third, and he is into third with a leadoff triple. At the plate, Nico Goodrum, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. The 1-2 is a fastball down below the knees. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. Here's Leonis Martin, the head-to-head line against Garcia. A number of meetings, he's 1 for 7. 2 balls. A strike to Leonis Martin. Here's the 2-1. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
Wow, not sure what you're looking for right there, but that one was pretty much middle, center cut. Tough pitch to take.
Hit on the ground to third. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in now. Thomas Gray, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. Pulled toward right center field. Grichuk moves over. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Into the box now, Thomas Gray. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Swinging a liner toward the gap in left center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Well, sometimes that defining moment of the game is the ending. He came standing in, Thomas Gray, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Oh, look at the sliding stop. Got him. And that's a huge. Now to the plate, Thomas Gray. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. This is line to left. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Into the box, Nico Goodrum. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Now the 3-2 pitch. Runners off for second. Popped up. Donaldson is calling for it, and that's the second out of the inning. On to first, and they get the double play. Ready once again, Thomas Gray. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this.
Meanwhile here, this is going to be trouble out there in left center, as it ought to be good for extra bases. Digging hard. He's headed for third. And he is out at third, and that's a big mistake. Next will be the designated hitter, Thomas Gray. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Trying to keep the deficit right where it is. The pitch. Line drive to center field. And that's in there. Base hit. And try as he might, but he can't. The offensive hero this afternoon for the Tigers was this man right here, Miguel Cabrera. Ready now, Thomas Gray. He too had 3 knocks in yesterday's win. ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit sharply on the ground.
Moncada fields it cleanly.
Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start. So striding in, Thomas Gray. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Swing and a liner. That's in there. Base hit. Cabrera rounds third and is digging for the plate. And a relay home. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score. Digging in for his second at-bat, Bradley Zimmer. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Here's a look over to first. And the runner back. And he'll step off. But he's safe at first as he gets back in time. Franco over at second. Gray at first with no outs. And another throw over. And he'll safely. And again a throw. A dive, but he's back. Now he'll step off. But he's safe at first as he gets back in time. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Slowly hit to first. I don't think they can get 2. And he's safe. Coming to the plate now, John.
The catcher, number 55, John Hicks.
Chopped weakly to the left. Fielded cleanly. He'll come home with it. They get the force at the plate. And now they've got the runner caught in the hot box as he thought about going home. Digging.
Leading off for Detroit, the designated hitter, Thomas Gray.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Trying to lay one down here, but he misses strike 1.
Just bad execution on the batter right there. He got an opportunity to get a pitch that he knows he can get down 9 times out of 10. Wasn't able to come through right there.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. He pulls this one into right. Garcia is there to put it away for route number 1. Ready for another shot now. Thomas Gray.
Thomas Gray.
From the stretch. Well done as he takes this the other way and laces it into left field. A base hit. And that'll bring in the San Diego product, Bradley Zimmer. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Here's the 0-2. And there's the good curveball as he's set down on strikes for the second time here tonight.
The catcher, number 55.
Digging into the batter's box next is John Hicks, hoping to build off that RBI double from his last plate appearance. And indeed, he'll not even try as he goes to first, and that means 2 men are in scoring position now with 2 away.
The right fielder, number 12, Leonis Martin.
Ready on 1 and 2. Ripped on the ground to first. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass. So stepping in, Thomas Gray. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw on to first will take care of him, and the White Sox have ended their 5-game. Digging in now, Thomas Gray. He'll get to take his first cuts here. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2. House, once a Toronto Blue Jay, he was signed as a free agent in the middle of last season. Stepping up to the plate, Thomas Gray. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First delivery to him on the way. Well hit to right, but foul. That's lifted the other way out to left. Jankowski's there for it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one. Digging in, Thomas Gray. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit on the ground out to short. Anderson picks it up. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Now at the plate, Thomas Gray. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once. He's set. Here it comes. Squared that one up just a little late. Avilan has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is. And that's in there. Base hit. And a relay to the plate. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate. Stepping up now, Bradley Zimmer. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Now he'll step off the rubber and go to first. And he'll dive back in safely. Looped out toward third, but gloved by the third baseman for the out. Trying to pick things up where he left off, James McCann. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. There he goes. He swings and misses. Throw down. And he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. And guys, a very important outing turned in on the mound for the man you see right there. Now to the plate, Thomas Gray, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Designated hitter, number 69.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch is swung on and missed for strike 1. This is on the ground over to first. Fielded by Abreu, and he'll step on first and second. Now at the plate, Thomas Gray. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. Moncada has it on to first as the throw takes care of him, and it's a quick. So back to the top of the Detroit lineup, digging in, Thomas Gray. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. Just got a piece to the right side. That winds up foul. Here's a drive out toward left center field. Running hard. He's digging for second. Arms pumping. He's hustling for third. The tag, and he's called out trying to stretch two bases. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Thomas Gray. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. Good arm action on the circle change. Swung on and missed. 0-2.
You see a guy taking swings like this. I think as a pitcher right here, you got to expand the zone even more.
That's lifted the other way out to left.
Jankowski's there for it.
One away. Starting pitching, so obviously important to a team's success, and a great performance. Stepping in, Thomas Gray, and the Tigers trying to make this first inning even bigger here. First delivery to him on the way. Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. Back goes Stanton, still ranging back, and a scaling attempt at digging in, Thomas Gray. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here.
The last at-bat, Nettie D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Line toward right center. Stanton is there, and he'll make the catch to return. Next up for Detroit, Thomas Gray comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line toward the alley in left center. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly. And that'll bring in the San Diego product, Bradley Zimmer. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame. That's back toward the mound. This will be a tough turn, however. And indeed, he'll not even try as he goes to first. And that means 2 men are in scoring position now with 2 away. Digging into the batter's box next is John Hicks. 1 for 2. He singled and struck out in 2 trips. Now the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And the runner from second is in to score. It's 6-1. Striding in once again, Thomas Gray. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit hard toward the right side. And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double. Ready for another chance? Bradley Zimmer. He was a ground out victim last time up.
Bradley Zimmer.
Here's the pitch on 2-2. Softly hit to the left side. And that's the second out. But he gets back in time, safe at second base. At the plate, John Hicks. He singled and drove home 2 his last time. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Struck him out, so they work out of the jam. Well, the lineup was clicking for him in this contest, and the man you see there was a major contributor. For that, he's the top player of the game.
Yeah, he wound up with 3/4 of the cycle. Couldn't get the toughest one of them all, a triple, but it was still an outstanding showing with the bat.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Tigers, 6 runs.
Now at the plate, Thomas Gray. It was a 3-hit effort from him last night, so he was a big part of that victory. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that's through for a hit. So that keeps the bottom of the second going. So coming to the plate, Nico Goodrum. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. From the stretch, runners on the move for second. Swung on and missed. Into the box now, Thomas Gray. He reached on a single in his first try. First pitch of the at-bat. Down the first baseline. This is foul for the first strike.
This is a tough guy right here to hit into a double play. He's fast and he swings from the left side, so out of the box he's going to get a good break. You might have to try to get the strikeout right here because very rarely are you going to get this guy to ground into a double play.
Drury is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced. Digging in, Thomas Gray. He flew out in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a liner. Foul. Oh, got him a swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
Well, we know what this guy's approach is. He's looking to go absolutely deep right here. I don't see him getting anything over the heart of the plate.
And a base hit, and that'll get the run in from third. Digging in, the switch hitter, Nico Goodrum. He singled his last time up. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Hit out towards second. Scooped up. Throw gets him. 2 down. Here's Leonis Martin regarding his previous meetings with Roenis Elias. Not great. He's 1 for 8. On the ground to third. Castellanos has it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Now Gray is looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
Yeah, this guy's having a good day right there. You can tell he is all over. His timing is spot on. This pitching staff is going to have to find a way.
And we'll have to leave it there. And, fellas, a very strong performance on the mound by the guy you see. Striding forward now is the DH, Thomas Gray. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Carmona has him played perfectly as he puts it away. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Thomas Gray comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Here comes the first pitch. This is pulled into right. And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second? And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning. Digging in once again, Thomas Gray. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Line drive to left. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 game so far. And that'll bring in the San Diego product, Bradley Zimmer. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Oh, and they've got him picked off. And they've got the runner hung up between first and second. And a mistake here as he's tagged out in no. Now in the box, Thomas Gray. He singled his last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Hit hard to short. And the inning begins with a quick out number 1. Every game has its offensive stars, and in this one, he arguably shined the brightest. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he wound up with 3/4 of the cycle. Couldn't get the toughest one of them all, a triple, but it was still an outstanding showing with the bat.
5 runs on 11 hits. No errors. They left 12 men on base. For the Yankees, 4 runs on 11 hits. 2 errors. Stepping into the box, Thomas Gray, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Swinging on the first pitch as this is hit out to Pedroia at second. And there's one down now.
Striding in, Thomas Gray.
The designated hitter, Thomas. Gray.
First delivery to him on the way. Hit hard on the ground to second. And Pedroia will stretch, but it's into center field for a base hit. Stepping in, Bradley Zimmer. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Bradley Zimmer.
He's running. Strike called. Now the throw down is not close as he's in there with a stolen base. Now at the plate, John Hicks, runner in scoring position with Sugan. The 0-2 delivery. Runner's on his way to third. Rolled slowly to first. And Moreland will take this one. So striding forward now, Thomas Gray. He singled his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. And he squares up on this one. Deep to straightaway right. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Chasing after it is Bradley. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Standing in, Thomas Gray. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. Smoke toward the hole. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game. Bottom of the seventh inning. Will go at least one plate appearance deeper after the two-out hit. The tag, and they'll get it. At the plate, Thomas Gray. He's 2 for 4 in the ball game.
Designated hitter,
First pitch of the at-bat.
Gray.
Breaking ball in for a strike. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
And they will slap the tag on him heading back. Well, the lineup was clicking for him in this contest, and the man you see there was a major contributor. Coming to the plate now, Thomas Gray, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Gray.
First delivery to him on the way. And a whiff at a good slider that time. And now a double play ball perhaps for Pedroia. To second for one. On to Moreland as they get them both. For the plate now is the designated hitter, Thomas Gray. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time.
With 2 outs, they're not playing him to bunt here, and he didn't show it there, but I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't at least thinking about it. He handles the bat pretty well, and he can definitely run.
Swing and a miss as the slider. So a crucial moment here, and standing in. Thomas Gray, and he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. Now, time asked for and granted by the home plate umpire. First pitch of the at-bat. Hard liner to center field. Bradley is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Well, the man you see there didn't start this one on the mound, but his performance certainly was impactful. Next for the Tigers. Thomas Gray, he went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only one score. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. This is hit the other way. Out toward left field. Benintendi is under it, and next to the plate for the Tigers, the DH, Thomas Gray, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Hit high and deep out there to left center field. Benintendi racing back at the track, but he can't get there, and it bounces over the wall. It's a ground rule double. So digging in now, Nico Goodrum. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Well, he thought about going for third, and now that runner's in no man's land out there. Settling in now, Thomas Gray. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy.
Striding into the box, Thomas Gray. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Now here's the ball hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Gone! Santa Maria, game over. Well, the man you see right there had a game to be proud of. He really came through and it mattered, and he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he really made it happen with the bat. See here, 2 hits, and 1 was a long ball, so he has to feel pretty good about what he did here.
5 runs, 8 hits, 2 errors. They left 6 men on base. For the Red Sox, 4 runs on 8 hits. No errors. They left 11 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 10 minutes. Our paid attendance at Comerica Park this afternoon, a sellout of 40,000. The Tigers thank you for attending today's game and remind you to buckle up and drive home safely.
A manager checks in with his ball club.
Stepping into the box, Thomas Gray, hoping to stay hot. He had a couple of hits, including a home run yesterday. Bases are empty here, nobody out. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Cortez giving chase, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Digging in to try it again, Thomas Gray. He flew out in his last at-bat.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And he is going to have extra bases to start the fourth. And he is into second base with a leadoff double. Digging into the batter's box next is John Hicks. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Bounce to first. And it's a productive first out as that runner's able to advance 90 feet up to third here. In now, Nico Goodrum. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Cue shot here out towards short. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Leading off for the Pirates, second baseman.
Sent on the ground out to second. And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out. At the plate, Thomas Gray. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Polanco is under this one, and very quickly one gone. Up next for the Buccos, Gregory Polanco. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Hard hit ball to second. Reined in. Throw to first in plenty of time. And so the batting order turns over now, and set to go Julian Cortez, runner in scoring position with two gone. Fastball swung on and hit to second. Gray. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back. Standing in, Thomas Gray.
Second baseman, Thomas Gray.
Here's the first pitch to him. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Sure took a healthy hack that time.
Yeah, and I don't understand that approach at all, Matty. He's not really known for having a whole lot of pop in his bat, but he is known for having really good speed, so personally.
And the center fielder is under it. Here's Gregory Polanco. He's hitless in his two at-bats so far.
Hey, not impossible, but highly improbable. Even when you're at home to score runs off a closer like this guy, they've got to work.
And there's one gone to start the bottom of the ninth. Now, before we go, we look back at the great outing on the mound issued by the man you see there. Coming to the plate now, Thomas Gray, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. First pitch coming, here it is. Hit out towards second, gloved by Harrison. Throw on to first, and the Tigers wind up with nothing as the inning is over. Into the box now, Thomas Gray, 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. McKenzie is after it. He's got it, and they get out of the jam. So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Carlton McKenzie. He flew out in his last at bat.
McKenzie.
Oh, double play ball to second. 4, 6, 3. It's a double play, and the inning is over. Into the box, Thomas Gray, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Here comes the first pitch. Way in front of a great slider that time.
This is the tough guy right here to hit into a double play. He's fast and he swings from the left side, so out of the box he's going to get a good break. You might have to try to get the strikeout right here because very rarely are you going to get this guy to ground into a double play.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Line towards center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And they've come back to tie it up as it's now a 2-2 ball game. Ready now, Thomas Gray.
Second baseman, Thomas Gray.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And oh, that gets him on the mound. Throw gets him. So they are able to get an out on an. So the lineup flips over and digging in, Carlton McKenzie, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Hit back toward the mound. And that's through into center field, base hit. Throw comes in quickly now, so that tying run will be forced.
Now batting, second baseman, Thomas Gray.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Lifted the other way out to left center. Oh, and a fine play there as he ranges back to put this one away. Not an easy play by any means, and there are two gone. Well, sometimes recognition has to go to those who perform. Coming to the plate now, Thomas Gray comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. Hit hard back up the middle, and the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. So he picks on the first pitch here and is able to extend the inning. And that'll bring in the San Diego product, Bradley Zimmer. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Josh Harris. Runners at the corners, 2 men out.
John Harrison.
Sent on the ground out to second. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first in time, and the big inning is avoided as the side is retired. Digging in for his second at-bat, Thomas Gray. He reached on a single in his first try.
Gray.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
Sure took a healthy hack that time.
Yeah, and I don't understand that approach at all, Matty. He's not really known for having a whole lot of pop in his bat, but...
Well, the play's been made, and that... Ready once again, Thomas Gray, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. He pulls this one into right, and he'll get there in plenty of time to put... Digging in and looking for more, Jonathan Lucroy.
Catcher, Jonathan Lucroy.
Rounded back up the middle. He's got it. And that's out number 1. Ready for another shot now. Thomas Gray, runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Gray.
First pitch of the at-bat. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Hard hit to first. And this gets right under his glove. A costly mistake there. As he arrives at second without a play, as a run is also in, and with it, they take the lead. And that'll bring in the San Diego product, Bradley Zimmer. He could really use a knock here, 0 for 3 in the game so far. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch seared down the first baseline. And this is going to get past him at first. That's a fair ball. He's in at second safely, as a run will score on the play as well. Digging in now, Colin Moran. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Colin Moran.
Weakly to the left. And indeed, he won't look at second. He'll just flip it on over to first. So the lineup really helped carry them to victory here in this one, and this man was a big reason why. He's our tops player of the game.
He was one of a few guys that really swung the bat well in this game with a pair of base hits.
So stepping in, Thomas Gray, and the Tigers trying to make this first inning even bigger here. First pitch on its way. Line toward right center. That gets down, and the inning will continue. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's a 3-0 game. Tried to make it home when he shouldn't have, and now they've got him hung up. And he will come all the way around to... Next will be the designated hitter, Thomas Gray. He scored after tripling in his first plate appearance. What's he got in store for us here? Swung on and missed that time. It's 0-1.
There's no way around it. This has been a rough start on the mound, so it'll be interesting to see how long that man is going to let him go. Maybe he settles in and can give you another inning or so, but I wouldn't bet on it at this point.
The relay. Poor base running there. Got him caught in a hot box between first and second. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, digging in, Thomas Gray, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. Here comes the first pitch. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Escobar has a play, and that retires the side. Stepping up to the plate, Thomas Gray. He flew out in his last at-bat.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. A shot to second base and handled for the first. Well, the lineup was clicking for him in this contest, and the man you see there was